How to win a Nobel Prize. Nakamura Shuji, who won the Nobel Physics Award for his blue LED invention, is called the researcher who has rejected common sense in the world. Usually, the Nobel Prize in Physics is given mainly to the achievements of fundamental scientists who come up with innovative theories or a better understanding of nature. Yet it is very unique that Shuji won the Nobel Prize for his inventions, not theories. It means that his actual contribution to human life has been so great. Why is he called a researcher who has refused common sense when he is closely connected to reality? We can see from the 7 philosophies that he values. 1. Those who failed are more important than the elites. The experiment should be more about sensibility than theory. The theory is often random and inflexible. I'm asking researchers to do as many experiments as possible with sensibility rather than using conventional theories. The Nobel Prize is given to someone who proved something that has not been proven yet. Of course, there's nothing as important as an intuitive experiment for something that's not written in any book or paper to actually happen. A freshman from Tokyo University came into the lab. He said, "I did the same thing that's suggested in the paper, but it doesn't work." Of course he can't do it. He's trying something new. So I gave him feedback. It's useless to experiment on something that's written on paper. It lacks continuity. There is no need for conventional thinking in developing new products. It is important to experiment patiently with new ideas and keen senses. Through multiple trials and errors, find a creative way. Local college students who have endured countless experiments can achieve far greater success than those trapped in textbooks if the former get guidance. Second, your ability is everything. It's unthinkable to be a college professor in Japan in his 20s. That means he got the position only through his ability, and the possibility of that is almost zero. In order to go into merit-centeredness, we need to change the current college system. I say it firmly. The Japanese college entrance system must be eliminated fully, 100%. Students should go to school freely, and the system should make graduation difficult so that only the students who are really motivated get the chance to graduate. If we continue this system of making students memorize everything, Nobel Prize? No way. The talented students created by the current system only dream of entering large corporations and making a steady rise to the top. And at the best, they become bosses who earn a monthly salary. The upper-class education system is contaminated. So, how do we get the Nobel Prize downstream? In Japan, it is difficult to foster not only Nobel Prizes, but also global venture companies. Third, the Nobel Prize comes from small companies. Nobel Prizes can only be won if they do something crazy. In other words, large companies with numerous bosses can never win the Nobel Prize. It's because in the closed bureaucracy of big companies, the ingenious idea is never acceptable. Again, we need to get rid of the current college system. The number of students who only know about studying should not increase. The GPA is good enough, so entering private middle schools is no problem. It's no use being so proud of such a thing. You can't do anything creative and unique, and you can't do anything more than become a robot who's good at following the manual. You can never expect a special promotion. Although they may seem foolish, children who are focused on something and constantly try to do something are much more likely to succeed. Fourth, what is necessary to win the Nobel Prize? Consistency. Even if you are not good at something, the most important thing is to keep going. If you pursue one thing in a dignified manner, you'll be confident that you can do anything. Once you have confidence on the inside, You will gain confidence that you can achieve good results someday, even if you don't get results at first. That's how I won the Nobel Prize and became a successful researcher. What's more important than genius is the will to follow through. Tell this to yourself: even if I have to climb a wall, I'll finish it. It doesn't matter if it takes time. I will go far. It's okay to be clumsy. In any case, I will finish, and believe that this is the most important thing. Fifth, you need to have the heart of a CEO. The culture shock that struck me when I went to the US was that about 50% of American university engineering professors also served as the CEO of venture companies. When new research results come out, American professors have contacted venture capitalists and funded about 10 billion won. With that money, they actually created products and services, listed them, or sold them to larger companies. It's not just about research. It's about creating and launching a real product and earning a lot of money. But it's also about making a huge impact on the general public. In comparison, what is the situation in Japan? Do you think this happens a lot? Is it possible? No. It's hard to imagine a professor at Japan's national university doing business. Japanese academia is full of empty science and the culture that prohibits university professors from creating venture companies is strong. Doing business while working at a prestigious university, it doesn't make sense in Japan. This conservative mindset is wrong, and it must be gone. To be honest, my colleagues from the United States when I was living in Japan even call me a slave researcher. I know why. Let's be honest. Do you know how much I made from the invention of the blue LED that won the Nobel Prize? $200. The patent is owned by the company, and the inventor has no patent rights at all. This is the reality of a Japanese salaryman researcher. What if this continues? All the brilliant Japanese researchers will leave for another country. In fact, even the Nobel Prize that I received, the Nobel Prize that Japan so desires, is not much of a thing for American researchers. Successful professors who start their careers donate a large amount of money to universities. They are more proud of this than winning a Nobel Prize. Professors who cannot attract money are considered poor and incompetent scholars and have no students in their classes. A successful business scholar is given the right amount of wealth and honor. In this context, it's natural to aim at making something realistic rather than doing academic research. This is the decisive difference between the US and Japan. If you look at Japan now, there is a lot of complacency in running with government funds. There's no practical value in the real world, even if the patent comes out. This is a serious problem that needs attention. Sixth, the real reason for studying is to become an independent being, not to win the Nobel Prize. The purpose of studying is to make sure that when hard and difficult things happen in life, you should be able to come up with a solution for yourself. Studying is a process of building confidence. When you try to solve a problem that seems impossible to be solved, you gain confidence in yourself at some point, and the confidence that builds up is a source of strength that will help you overcome difficulties. Study hard when you are young. Don't let go of it, even if the results aren't good. I sincerely hope that you will grow up to be a self-reliant, self-confident, independent person.